Hi, I'm Roberta. Welcome to my kitchen. Today I'm going to show you how to get into a young coconut. Now, I think most of us know coconuts that look like this, but increasingly we're seeing these fellows around in the fruit and veggie shops and the juice bars as well. Now, when you buy one at a juice bar, they normally conveniently take the top off for you so you can pop the straw in and drink the coconut water inside. But what if you want to cook with it? What if you want that coconut water and that coconut meat for a Thai dessert? So that's what we're going to tackle today. There's many theories on the best way to get into one of these guys. A lot of them use big heavy cleavers or sharp knives. And I'm not going to recommend either one of those because I think there's a real chance that you'll end up with blood all over the kitchen, and that is such a mess to clean up. So we want to avoid that if we can. So we know the coconut like this. There's his top, and on his bottom there's 3 eyes, that typical coconut symbol. So this guy's the same. This is his top, this is his bottom, and somewhere under this padding are 3 eyes. And if we can get to those eyes, we can tap into this coconut with 2 implements that I hope you have at home: a meat mallet and a Phillips head screwdriver. We do still need a sharp knife to trim off the base so we can get to these fellows, but then we're just going to use the back of the knife to crack the shell open. Let's get started and trim away some of this padding. See if we can find those eyes, because that's what we need. So, after quite a bit of trimming, we get to the point where he looks like this. And you can see the white spots are the eyes. Now, and it's not particularly easy because of that top bit, so maybe we can trim him off as well to give us a bit more of a base. There we go. Now, we want to get the Phillips head into one of those eyes. It's not easy. You generally can't push it through, so you still just need to hammer it in, and there we go. Success. Now, obviously, or in case it's not obvious, I hope you've run some boiling water over this before you've started. Now, we could try and tip the coconut water out of that single hole, but you know that doesn't work terribly well. So we want another hole, at least one, where we can get some air coming in. There we go, as the water's coming out. And we can see that water starting to spray out there. Now, you can widen the hole with the Phillips head, and oh, there we go, that one was the easy one. There we go, we've got him. Now, whichever one's the softest, I recommend you make as wide as possible, and then as long as we've got some air coming in, it should flow out okay. I'll get a bowl, and I like to pour it through a sieve, a chinois, just to catch any of the fibre. Now, we can also use a small paring knife just to cut a bit larger hole there where we're going to pour our coconut water out. And just to avoid any confusion, the liquid inside this coconut is not coconut milk or coconut cream. It's coconut water. Coconut milk, coconut cream, something totally different. We'll talk about that later on. Now, how easy is that? There's your coconut water, which you can drink, use in a dessert, freeze to use in a dessert later. Now, we need to get the meat out, don't we? That's stage 2. So, step 1, we've extracted our coconut water. Now we want to get in here and get the coconut meat. Something else I should mention is sometimes this outer fibre, you'll get a few spots of mould on it. Don't worry about that. Wipe it off or ignore it. It won't have gone all the way through. Now, the way you crack a mature coconut is with the back of a cleaver or a heavy knife. Stress the back part. You don't want to be going at it like that, because if it slips, that could be messy too. We don't want to have to clean blood off the kitchen. So back of a knife, whack, whack, whack. but we can't whack this guy while he's got this protective coating. So to get in there, we're going to have to clean him up a bit more. Now that we've got our water out, we're going to get some more of this out so we can get to his shell. So once we've trimmed him down and got rid of his protective coating, you can leave the top part, that doesn't matter. We want to split him around the circumference. So we've got the eyes up here, we've got his top down there, and we're going to crack him. And the way you do it is just hold it in your hand and whack it with the back of a knife. Now, you don't want to stop the knife there, you want to shatter it. So you will hear when it starts to shatter, it makes a different sound. So are you ready? It can take a few whacks. And you're spinning him around as you go. Now, I don't know if you could hear that, but he sounded different, and that's because he just started to split there. So a few more whacks and we'll have him in half. And look, I admit I'm a bit timid doing this. If you're braver than me, you'll probably get in there and get it quicker. But it's also slow and steady wins the race. There we go. He's open. And there's our coconut milk. Our coconut meat, I beg your pardon. Now, it can sometimes be a bit slimy because the coconut's job is to ferment, break open and grow more coconut trees. So you want to give it just a little rinse under some cold water, wipe it out, and then we can get in there and get that lovely young coconut flesh out, which we can mix with our desserts. So I've given this a quick wash and a wipe with paper towel. If you're a master with a cleaver, you can tip him upside down and whack him in half. I'm not that good with a cleaver. I'm just going to make my life easy. Go in here, make a few cuts. So you can just run your knife around the inside and loosen that coconut flesh so you can pry it out to use in your desserts. So there we go. We end up with a piece like that. You do want to get rid of that dark skin on the outside and just have beautiful, pure, white coconut flesh. Now, is it a bit of trouble? Yes, it is. You know we like to do things from scratch. I'm pretty sure you can buy frozen coconut meat if that's what you want to use. But the good news is this also freezes really well. So once you've got your beautiful coconut meat out, use what you need for one dessert, freeze the rest, use it for a second dessert. Enjoy.